Good morning, good morning. I'm going to turn the camera off because it's dark as you know what in here. I'm sitting here. I'm trying my best. I'm really trying my best to, not do the coffee. I fell short. I fell short. I had one cup yesterday, and I felt bad. I said, I'm gonna try again. As you can see, as early as get out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Don't hurt the harvest. It's good to see you this bright and early, cold behind morning. Uh, I'm sitting in a truck stop right now. It's actually it's owned and operated by a Indian, the Porch Creek Indians. That sounds kind of derogatory, don't you think? It's owned by the Porch Creek Indians. It's on an Indian reservation in Alabama. This is one of the places I feel comfortable stopping in, at night to reset. You normally want to have those kind of areas because I just don't like to park anywhere. The crazy part about that is, when you're the first one to park, one of the first few to park, there's about 10 people here. People just park all around you and make you nervous, when you're trying to come out because you don't want to hit them. You could possibly lose your job and, it'll cost you. So you just got to watch it. And this guy parked, right in front of me, like, not side by side, but right in front of me where I have to swing around to come out. And I got a little nervous. I said, well, let me get up and move out of the way, then start my pre-trip. What I mean by pre-trip, you have to pre-trip your truck before you get on the road. You got to look around, see if the lights working, and so forth and so on. So that's what I do. I'm still nervous. I got that tire repaired, but I checked it yesterday. It was like it's like a little around 100 psi, which is supposed to be, but you would think they would have filled it up a little more than that. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I'm gonna check it again at another truck stop. Their air gauge around here doesn't work. You know what I mean? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, Wanda. Um, One of the things I wanted to talk about, this morning, and it's not really a negative thing. It might maybe be a warning thing. I don't know, but it's a funny thing. Um, it's a funny thing. I think it's funny to me. And that the subject I want to talk about is, are you ready for YouTube? Because YouTube, yo, I've been on here since 2011, but I wasn't active until, you know, it really kind of, sort of the last, 2020, was it 2022? I wasn't really active in it. I posted here and there and yada yada yada. It was the funny part is I didn't know you could actually get paid to be on YouTube. And now I'm seeing that everybody, gets on here and I got to get this, and got to get that, and I got to keep pushing, 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 and and I understand, but people don't know or didn't know the drama that comes behind that. The drama with the keyboard cowboys and the people that they're hating on your success. They're hating on your. They don't know what you went through to get there. You know, Miss T with the T, said she went through the process twice. I was like, I'm thinking like, oh my god, how do you go through the process twice? If Miss V, she got demonetized. She got to redo it, and that would kill me. I mean, not kill me, but I mean that would kind of. Excuse me, gotta get out the truck for 1 second. Filler. Yeah. I'm talking to y'all and doing my pre-trip. That would kill me. That would kill me. And they're coming out with new rules that are kind of retroactive. Mm, I mean, and I didn't do my homework, so don't quote me on a lot of this. But one of the rules is, you can't cuss in the first, I believe, like 2 minutes. In the first 2 minutes of your video, and then after that, if they find too many vulgar words or and they what they're doing is being retroactive with it, and what I mean, they're going back and going through your videos and see if there's a pattern to this. Then you might be maybe just demonetized or hit for those certain things. Armstrong Adventures, it said he had got a warning about he was videotaping. I don't know if it was on his. He said on his TV or when that it was a bullfight and there was a violent act, and he got hit. He got hit for that. I think. Don't quote me on that. Um, they're also coming. They're going to be going after the gamers, which I think that's going to be kind of hard on the gamers because a lot of that stuff on those video games, you kill somebody, if it's too violent, you're going to get hit for that. And a lot of us that are on YouTube, we're just, well, I'm just making a video and I'm a happy face and I got this and I'm doing that and come watch and subscribe and we don't know that there's a lot behind the scenes of what's going on that could hurt us later on in the process. You know what I mean? Um, that's a little scary. And I think I'm gonna I'm gonna start doing uh, just doing some of my homework, watching the channels like Miss, MGTV, which what she does, she when she finds out, she lets us know. There's other channels, when they find out, they let us know. And I'll give an example. Someone had left a message on one of my videos, and I could have been mean or whatever to reply back in a harsh way to say, hey, did you at least do your homework before you popped off at the mouth? Oh, because what am I saying by it? It say, hey, nice video, but your name is so too long. Like I'm gonna say, oh, okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop and not. I'm gonna stop and change my name because you said so. I have a unique YouTube name that actually means something to me. You know what I mean? It has a meaning behind it. Because, like I said, yeah, everybody's got their names, but and they all have probably meanings behind it. Mine has a meaning behind it. It chronologically tells you about the last 8 years of my life, and I'm like, oh, whatever, you know. But I didn't take it like, how dare you? I said, well, thank you very much. Appreciate the input, but that name is special to me, and it tells you what happened to me in the last 8 years of my life. Thanks for watching. And early on, I would not have been that same person. I'd have been all in my feelings and maybe I should listen to this person. Maybe I should change my name. And I'm not saying that I am YouTube battle ready. I'm not. I'm saying that I I'm gonna give you an example. It was I don't know if any of you guys watch Game of Thrones. There's a one part in the Game of Thrones where the daughter of the house of it was one of those houses. She was putting this guy on trial, and she said, "You know what? I'm a slow learner, but when I learn." And I was like, "Yo, homegirl talking about me. I'm a slow learner, but when I learn." you know. And I've lived that way for God knows how long, but now I remember that in my voice. Yep, the new stuff. I appreciate those that give the new updates. Yep, yep, yep. And find out. Yeah, exactly. And like again, I say that the magic words. I'm a slow learner, but when I learn. And I'm starting to learn this YouTube thing that I'm not gonna take everything to heart like like I would have. You know what I mean? And I remember that these folks is keyboard cowboys. So you know what? You get on the horse and ride and yeehaw and whatever. At this point, I don't care. I'm gonna still have my fun, like like you do, Wanda. You be laughing at, you know, about my thing, walking and the talking, and it just cracks me up every time. So when I don't hear it, I'm like, hey, whoa, whoa, hey, where's the walking and the talking? That that's your mo. Where's your walking and the talking? Don't let no and that's what I said. Don't let nobody take something from you that has became your niche, that your whatever. I'm literally on the phone last night. I'm talking to my wife, and, and I can hear the okay, okay, Jeffro, and I'm being polite. She didn't say I wasn't thinking Jeffro. I was thinking the N word. Okay, Jeffro, don't you buy another lawnmower? But I'm on my way talking about. She's like, "What you doing?" I said, I'm laying here. I'm laying here looking through, Facebook Marketplace and lawnmower." And she get quiet. And I'm like, "Nah, I wouldn't get that one. No, I wouldn't get that one." And she quiet. And and then it hit me. Hold up, you pissing this woman off. Don't you buy another lawnmower? And I'm sitting there laughing like, "Honey, I'm not buying none. I'm just talking mess. I'm not gonna buy another one because honestly, I got this core aerator that I'm working on, and I have another lawnmower that I got started that I need to get parts for. And these two are set for me to do repairs and whatever, and clean them up and fix them. And that's my two uh what is it? My two projects for 2023. I'm not getting no more, but I just how when you're thinking, but it's coming out your mouth, and I'm doing it, and all I'm doing is digging myself a deeper. All I'm doing is digging myself a deeper hole, and I'm getting nervous and scared. Like, okay, I need to shut up. And I'm like, well, how's your day, dear? Because I'm honestly, I don't have the money, and two, I don't have the money, and even three, I still don't have the money. Hey, good morning, Blue Chicken. How you doing? Uh, you know, so it's finally hit me. Like I said, I am a slow learner. When I learn, I learn. I don't have the money. I got to get caught up on credit cards. I got to stop putting stuff on this stuff. I got other things I got to do. I need another. I need another pallet of. I need another pallet of sod. I've started working on my front yard this year, and it's dormant, and it's actually cheaper now. I need to start working on that. But yeah, I said that to say this. I'm sitting there pissing this woman off, and she getting quieter and quieter. I'm like, boy, let me stop talking about these stupid lawnmowers. And it just, it, I just thought it was funny. Oh boy, but but as usual, it's dark as all get out, and we was talking, and I'm sitting like again. I'm sitting, and I'm just now leaving the Indian. I'm leaving the truck that was on the Indian reservation. Next exit up, they got what do you call that daggone thing? The casino, and we've come down here a few times. It's kind of it's kind of boring. It's good. It's kind of boring. It ain't really good. Oh, you need to go ahead and play something. No, I don't. If I'm gonna blow my money, it's gonna be on lawnmower or parts or tools or something like that. But they can keep that. But I'm starting to. Oh, but back to are you ready? Let's see. Hold on one second. Back to are you ready for YouTube? Even the even the big um YouTubers, and I say big, anybody that's has above, you're big to me, when you have above, 200 or 300 subscribers, you're big to me. But there's a brother that I subscribe to. He does cruise ship reviews. Um, he's always talking about him being a break dancer, and that he worked on a cruise ship and did shows and so forth. And he's all right. But the thing is, his girlfriend is uh, French, and she actually lives in France. And you know, um, people don't like that. And my thing is, love who you love. You know, just make sure you love him. And the guy, he seems really happy when he with it, and he talks about the hate mail that he gets, and the threats, and it's funny. We talk about, oh, there's no racism, and no, yeah, yeah, it is. And then they pick on the people that um you know they think is not going to fight back. Well, I promise you, I'm not the one. But this poor guy, threats of violence and all kind of stuff, and you know, and he's even shown it on his videos, the actual text. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been looking, brother. There's a few places, um, actually in uh, an auction close by that I've been looking. Some of them, but the closest one I think was like Texas or whatever. They have remote control lawnmowers. I would like to get one of them, but again, don't have the money. And I could give you 5 reasons, and all the reasons say it's still the same. I'm flat freaking broke. I need to catch up. Because see, I used to the way this company works. I was on what's called daily pay. That means once I drop this load, if I get it um, signed and I scan it in before 12 o'clock, Eastern time, Eastern daylight time, I get paid that night. So I will see it in my account the next day. The company got tired of doing that. I guess it's too much work for payroll, and yep, yeah, too much work for payroll. So now I'm back to weekly. I'm on weekly, but I was on daily for 8 years, so I got to get used to getting paid, every Friday. That's it's been bit hard. I've only been on it for about what 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get used to that. But yeah, racism is alive and kicking, and a lot of times that's why I stay to myself. I get in these truck stops and I get out of these truck stops. Uh, I'll give you a good example. Um, this happened in Pennsylvania, and I came in to the shipper and gave the lady my paperwork. Gave the lady the right a number, and she told me it was the wrong number. And I went through all the stuff, gave her all the numbers that I had. They're all wrong. Go go call your dispatcher. Call my dispatcher. And I came back in and said, here, redid it again. Wrong. And just gave me the paper back. Went back, did it again. Wrong. I mean, it was really mean to me. And I learned that, I gotta be the better man if I'm trying to get paid. But then I'm just standing there, and this person was just avoiding me, and avoiding me. And then a Mexican lady came up, said, "Can I help you?" And I gave her the paper, and she said, "Okay." And then the lady went, you know, she started coming my way, but I moved over and stood behind the soda machine, out of her view. And then next thing you know, the lady, and I'm like pointing to the other lady. I'm trying to be polite. That lady wasn't black. I'm African American. I'm pointing to the other lady like, don't let her know it's me. and she nods, and and tells me door door 14, and I give her the nod. I don't even say nothing. I give her the nod, and I go parking door 14. Now at this point, I'm effing livid, and I call my dispatcher, and I'm screaming, "Don't you ever send me back to this place ever again! This racist s son of a you know what? Good morning, welcome in. This son of a the way I got treated. You can see the obviousness that she was like, no, I'm not gonna have this effing n word. He ain't worth my time. Blah blah blah. When I gave the right number the first time, and I went the heck off, and I told explicitly what had happened and how I was treated, and I said, don't you ever send me back here, and I will deny it every time. And I literally, I said, I'm not the perfect person. I've screwed up many a time, but to be treated like that, and I've done nothing to you. I didn't come in there with my drawers hanging down to my kneecaps and stuff like that. I didn't deserve to be treated like that. When I gave you the proper number, I said good morning. I showed respect. I didn't roll my eyes, even when you was rolling your eyes. And I mean, I went off, and I said, y'all need to, I, I'm not dealing with this. Don't you, don't ever send me back. And I went through the roof, and they called that person's higher ups. I even, I went through, and I left reviews on Google. You can actually do reviews. As a truck driver, don't ever come here that this the racist woman and all. I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. That was one of the few times that I've had to go through that. But now I'm back. And that was like years ago. I'm battle hard now because I remember I had one guy. Um, I show up right on time, and he says, "You don't have an appointment." I said, "Well, it says my appointment is 9 o'clock. You don't have an appointment. Call your dispatcher." I said, "Okay." I literally got my truck. It was a big parking lot. I drove to the other side of the building under the shade, parked there, and I said, "The guy says I don't have an appointment. Y'all figure it out." He said, and 20 minutes later, he come back. "Where are you?" I said, "I'm sitting in the park." They're, "Where are you?" "I'm sitting in the parking lot." "Told you what happened." "They're looking for you. Go back over there." I said, "Okay." I went back over there, and he said, same guy says, "You're late." I said, "No, the F I ain't. I was here at 9 o'clock, you SOB." Well, I was about to, I was about to let the other guy in your door, and you would have had to come back tomorrow. I said, "No, I wouldn't." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I would have parked this trailer, this 53-foot trailer. I would have dropped it straight across all four of your docks, and you'd have had to get someone else to move it, and told you to kiss the crack of my you know what." Yeah, there are. There's so many, and you gotta let them know you ain't the one. You know what I mean? Again, I'm as polite and gentle and sweet as possible until you until you push me to the point that I got to be someone I don't like to be. And it shouldn't have to be that way. Just because you had a bad day, or your you in a bad relationship, or you got a bad husband or a bad wife, or you made bad choice in your life, don't take that crap out on me. You know, especially when I come in, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" I say the same words to everybody, even though I've been there like 300 times. "How you doing? I'm here for a pickup, or I'm here for a delivery. First time here." Why do I say first time here? Because all of these people and these shippers and receivers, they just think you know everything. They think, You know, I do that, I'm telling you, I need step by step instructions of what you want done. What door do you want me to go in? Um, when they're finished loading me or finished unloading me, what do you want me to do after that? Do you want me to pull out, or do you want me to go to the to the dock do you want me to go to the dock and get the paperwork first, then come back? Do you want me to uncouple from the truck? I don't know. And I've ran into this so many times, so I just got to the point of, hey, I'm new. I'm new. So you got to tell me everything. Okay, when blah blah blah, and it's worked for me ever since. You know what I mean? You gotta, bro, blue chicken. You gotta have the right attitude because one, yeah, sometimes you gotta check folks, but two, the other part of that is, you know, bro, I'm mid 50s. Yo, I ain't got time for that. This should be I should be at the top of the mountain and heading down the other side and coasting. I don't need to be. I don't need to be flying down the mountain at 900 miles an hour. I don't. Come on, man. I'm working on my blood pressure. Took medicine. I'm not drinking coffee, which makes me miserable. Want to cry like a little. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You know, but everybody doesn't have, and it goes back to the original part. With the subject, everybody is not ready for YouTube. What I mean by that, some of these people, you know, they harsh on this daggone thing. I give an example. I forgot who's. I was in a live. I'm listening, and they were talking about being upset about. I don't know. It happened to that person or someone else being upset about being taken off someone's moderator list. I got put on moderator and on the phone. I don't know. Okay, I'm the moderator. Nobody told me what a moderator do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me what a moderator do. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I didn't know. I know a little bit. You. I don't know how do you drop other people's links? How do you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me change something. I changed one of the bands. And they were upset that, okay, well, there could be a reason why you're not the moderator. You should confront them. Okay, moderator or not, I came to your channel to be entertained. That's first and foremost. Yeah, I'm always gonna. You know what? When you're out here, you see stuff. Sometimes my heart weighs on, and I'll help someone. Or hey, you need help or whatever. Um, a lot of truck drivers. Yeah, I got to change that. I know I'm all over the place. This I'm gonna give you all a short synopsis. A lot of truck drivers. It's gonna be two. This is a two-part story. I think because women are very meticulous, they're actually better truck drivers when they're taught properly because they really are meticulous about the driving. I remember I trained. I was training this woman one time, and know, she was grinding them gears, boy. And I said, "Well, you got to do. I got this." I said, "Oh, snap! It's whatever double, but." I said, okay. I just moved back. She wouldn't let me give her any instruction. And I kind of figured maybe it's, you know, but a lot of women truck drivers are given they're kind of you no, all trainees, or I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna give you a broad spectrum. All trainees don't realize it, but you're being used. You're on someone's truck to keep the truck moving. You're just a piece of meat to them. So the one that's honestly want to train you is not training you. And a lot of times, you know, moving this thing forward is easy. But when it's time to back up, and you, as a woman, the guy will be on the side, I'll do it for you. You know, get out the seat, and then he backs up. And then when they're out of training, they don't know how to back the daggone truck up. And I've seen this a million freaking times, you know? And I used to be a trainer, and there was, no, I'm not going to say a million, but there was enough times that I actually got out the truck, and I know a woman, she was struggling to do a straight back, which is one of the easiest backing that can be done. And I got out, walked up to the door, knocked on the door. I said, I'll help you. I'll help guide you in. And I would give her, hand gestures. Okay, turn the wheel this way, turn the wheel that way. And then give her instructions. You see how the back of the trailer is following you? All right, get back under it. That means get back so you can see the right side and the left side of your truck while you're backing. Now, okay, now you got it. Go straight back, nice and slow, and you got it. And they would come every time. Thank you, thank you. And I'm like, I know, because certain companies do that. Like, what's that company? They're out of Salt Lake City, Utah. I can't remember right now, but that's the worst. They're the everybody thinks Swiss is the worst, but no, no, these guys are the worst because the people that they train after you can become a trainer after you've had 3 months of driving. What kind of crap is that? Okay, yeah. It, but back to like you just said, uh, Fifi. I learned about. I'm learning about Monterey. I'm still learning about all this YouTube stuff. You know, you got to when you're learning. Just like the backing up or whatever. If you need help, I actually had one guy get out of his truck. This is a guy, not a woman. Can you help me back this in? Hey, bro, no problem. Because this stuff ain't easy. I've seen guys whip that daggone thing around and get it in that hole so quick, make your head spin. Going, dang, how'd you do? I mean, this a few times I went over the dude's trucks and said, hey, bro, hats off, you the man. I never seen somebody get in the hole that quick. Next thing you know, what I've been doing this about 30 years. Oh, okay. Peace out. Power to you, bro. you know, but goes back to are you ready for YouTube? Nobody tells you. You say, okay, well, you just make videos and make money. No, you gotta have 4,000 watch hours. You gotta get 1,000 people. You gotta get 1,000 people to be your subscribers, your friends, your whatever. You got to convince 1,000 people to hang out long enough to it locks in. You got 1,000 people to watch, comment, subscribe, like, and certain people get it quicker than you. Then you've been out here for a couple of years. and then you get mad, and then you hating on them, but you don't realize their appeal or what they've been through in life. And it happened to one person. I'm not gonna say the name, but I sent him a message. Said, "Bro, stay strong." I said, "It said everybody ain't hating on you. You're doing a good job. Do your thing. Have fun. Enjoy yourself." And I didn't hate. I said, I'm looking at mine. I said, "Yo, you sprinting, but I'm on yeah." You're right. It's more fun. Everything is fun. Like right now, I apologize if I can't see your comments because I'm actually driving. You want me to be, you want my eyes on the road. But it's a learning process. You know, I said it on one video. Dude, someone came into the this guy's live. I didn't unsubscribe to him, but I stopped all my alerts to his channel, and something had happened, and he went ape SIH double sticks. I mean, he went and started cussing and screaming and saying, "You're blocked," and blah blah. I'm like, "Dang, bro, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, you know." Yeah, but it is what it is. You know what I mean. You can only do what you can do. But all right, I'm gonna leave that subject alone. I want to talk about the part two, the story I told yesterday. Because I had someone left and said, "You still a man." The story I was talking about is when my when the alarm went off in my house, and and we sitting in the bed, and the alarm goes, and I go, what do we do?" And she goes, "I don't know." And my wife goes, "I don't know. You the man. What do we do?" And I said, "I don't know." And I said something to my wife last night before I went to bed, and she bust out laughing. She said, "Don't." I told her I was talking about that story. She bust out laughing. Don't even start. She could start laughing because she knew it was the same thing. I, um, I finally, when the alarm was going off, I finally got up, and I didn't, because person, I got arms, but I'm really not a violent person. I don't want to hurt nobody. But if I got to take you out, I got to take you out. But I don't want to hurt nobody, even in my own house. So I think I have to tell that story again. I said I got to go to Walmart and get me a bat. I don't even want to do that. Just get a job like I got. Don't come up in my house. So I'm going downstairs with a flashlight, and I'm doing the Mission Impossible. You can hear the music in the back of your head. Dun, 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 dun. I'm ducking around corners and looking, and, and I finally get to the living room, and I realized that in my fireplace, the embers was still going, and one of the pieces of wood that was on top, it had fell over onto the fire, in the fireplace, the pit floor, and the motion detector had had spotted that, and that's what turned the alarm on. So we, we screaming and do whatever, and all it was a piece of wood that fell over in the fireplace. So what did I learn from that? if I'm gonna have the fireplace on, do it early in the day, and make sure that nothing's gonna fall over. And number two, have a contingency plan so if it really goes off, you hear or break the window or whatever. Hey, put on your big boy drawers, man up, and be the man, and be the man in the household. I laugh every time, but that was freaking hilarious. Yeah. I was about to unload a clip. I'm about to unload a clip into a piece of wood. Whew, that would have been because you'd have heard something moving. Ah! Oh, let me calm down. And stop pressing buttons. I lost you for a minute. I'm like, what the heck did I do? Yeah, that would have made the news, especially if I'd have got the big boy out. That thing, I got a gun. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna keep that private. I got a gun that's so powerful. It's not worth shooting because the recall will knock you the heck out. I don't know why I bought that dang on thing. I mean, but when it goes off, it's boom. Oh man, and you imagine the repair that I had to make. So now I'm thinking, okay, if something happens like this for real, I got to make sure it's for real. Okay. Now, if it's for real, I don't care repairing holes in my walls and stuff. But if it's that devilish piece of wood, it's a devilish piece of wood. Yeah. I'm reminded of a story because I said that. Me and my brother, I mean, years ago. When I get into stuff, I kind of go, I kind of go off the deep end, and I even owned the AK-47 one time, with two 30 round clips, 7.62 round. I eventually sold that AK. I took it to the pawn shop. I pawned it, and my son doesn't know that was his Xbox. I bought an Xbox with the money I got for that AK-47. But me and my brother, he would always try to one up me and buy a bigger gun, and we would go we would go and go to the range all the time. Boom, 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 boom. Then next thing you know, his was sounding louder than mine. I said, okay, I got something for you. And I started looking, and I found it on consignment at the gun shop, and we got this gun, and, and I pointed it and I shot that thing. I mean, it was so loud it echoed in the gun range. And you know anything about a gun range, they all got like these little mini walls. So you back up to see everybody else. They stopped what they doing and looked at me with this bewildered look on their face. Yeah, that's what I had. I had one of the pre-bands, and I had bought it years ago. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to get one again. Um, and I understand because again, it could do some damage. It had a hairpin trigger. I didn't need a fully auto. I didn't need to go fully auto because you could just barely touch that trigger and it was shot off. And those 7.62 round ball, oh my God, that was no joke. But but back to the gun that I shot, that I still own till this day. This thing, it was like a dirty Harry. Uh, you actually got to point down if you want to even hit close. That recoil's gonna bring it right up. uh, but that's one of the things. That's one of the armaments I have in my home. So I gotta watch it because like it's gonna decimate if I'm close enough. I'm taking it out hand. It's gonna decimate. I don't want to hurt nobody. But let me get back to back to our normal channel discussion. Yeah, that recall. When I say that recall on this is unbelievable, it really is. Uh, but uh, the other, yeah, let me stop, man. Nah, you see, y'all get me going. Now I got the giggles. I can't stop. Yeah, yeah. Nah, this gun is good for this gun can stop a bear or a cougar or a lion, mountain lion, and it's a revolver. This thing is huge. To this day I'm not scared I think twice before I pick it up. I'd rather take the bullet and throw it at you. It's gonna hurt. But what I was gonna say, but I digress. I don't even know what digress means, but but back to what I was saying. I don't even know at this point. Hey, good morning. Hey, morning, Mike's chaotic. How you doing, brother? I just happened to look down and see it. But oh man, Whew. See, you guys are now that I got the giggles, I'm gonna be in a happy mood for the rest of the morning. uh, this is actually um, these lives is that I've been doing is actually, you know what, you guys are helping me more than I think. I think I'm helping y'all because it gives me a few minutes to flap off at the gums, and I get down the road and I realize I realize that the distance I done traveled already. And it's wonderful. It's blessed. It's a blessing. It gives, again, you're giving me the practice that I need um, to just get out here, say a few words, have fun. I was I seen on one this poor guy, and he Okay, don't high beam me because I'm high beaming your back. Yeah, look, he don't care. The poor guy, I guess he got on a live and was a little bit tipsy, um, and kind of made a fool of himself. Well, I made a mistake and did that my daggone self. I'm not gonna tell you whose live I went on because I barely do live, but I did a live and didn't realize I did a live. I woke up the next morning and I was only on there for a few minutes, but I'm happy I didn't say that because what I did was I went back and checked and I was like, oh man, I was lit. And I went on somebody's live. Oh my God. I was like, I ain't never. Yeah. Thank you, White. Thank you, Don't Hurt the Harvest. Yeah, I appreciate it. But I was lit on somebody's live. Unfortunately, I'm happy to announce that all I did was hi, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I'm gonna get back off now. Thank God. I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm trying to grow, but I'm trying to grow at you know, a decent pace. I'm just gonna probably, I'm gonna do this Monday through Friday, at the times that I have to get up when I'm home, when I'm home on off time, I'm probably not gonna do it. Um, but one, it gives me something to do, a steady pace to grow, to move my hours forward. I'm actually getting hours on the stuff, on my lawnmower stuff, my cruising stuff. I'm actually getting hours on there. I've got 8,000 views on certain videos that I've done over a year ago when I really wasn't getting serious about YouTube. Yeah. Well, don't feel bad. It's been less than a year for me actually getting serious or saying, hey, you know what? I want to give this a try because it's so funny. Miss T with the T was like, hey, can't stop walking. It was like it was can't stop walking but love mowing. And she said, are you a content creator? And at that point, I had four subscribers. Me on my personal channel, my wife, my son, and my best friend. I said, yeah, I'm a YouTube content creator. What I doing? I didn't know what the heck was going on. But that, yeah, your niche will find you. Your niche will find you. I don't brag about knowing how to work on lawnmowers, but I got taken and I got robbed, and I said to myself, never again. I let this guy come pick up my mower, two of my mowers, and a blower, to repair them, and he never came back. And we found him on Yahoo. He never came back. He just kept the stuff. And I said I could go there, get ghetto, take my stuff, and light him up, or what, Next thing I know, I'm in jail, and it's not worth it because it was in Trump a Trump a Trumper area. Let's say it like that. It's not worth it. Might have wound up dead or whatever. It's not worth it. So I let it go. Said you got me there, but you'll never get me again. And that's one of the things that started the process of me learning about mowers and learning about small engines. And I still got a long way to go. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, um, but I'm having fun doing it. Uh, I'm learning the process of. Okay, if this ain't doing it, mm, what if it's just this? It can't be nothing other than this or this. And changing this got this to work, but this one ain't work, and it's stuff like that has gotten me to the point where I started like, it's like, hey, I actually like this. Let me get something else. I've made mistakes. I tell the story about I bought a lawnmower that was it was my first auction. I didn't even know what size it was. It just looked cool. It was 60 inch. It was a 60-inch lawnmower. If anybody know, that's freaking humongous. You know, and I bought it, and it was on fire. And I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid, but I paid a good bit. I've made mistakes. Now, if I do an auction, I'm reading everything. You're still taking a chance, and that's why when if you look at my one of my l- late videos lately, I'm screaming because I was so happy because I was so terrified that if I buy this thing and can't get it to work, it's nothing but another letdown, and I actually got it to work. You don't know how, for a man, even though it's a stinking lawnmower, I'm beating on my chest and I'm excited, I'm happy, yeah. I'm beating on my chest, I'm excited and happy that I fixed something. I'm the son of a mechanic, for peace sake. I should know how to get under the hood of a car, but I have nothing. And even though me and my pops didn't have a good relationship, I remembered him at that time when I did that. And I was so elated. I'm like, yo, I hope you're looking down to see I actually fixed something. You know, um, I know I wasn't a good for nothing son, but as kids with the old school parents that didn't, praise you like we praise these new kids nowadays. They don't know nothing, but you spot little things. I remember uh, me and my me and my father got into it because he tried to cheat me, and but he thought that I was stupid like everybody else. But I'm your son. I look more like you and act more like you than anybody else. Um, I was told that my mother and father needed some information from him for something I forgot. But and we ain't talked in years. And I walked over there and I told him, you know, I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for you. I'm just here to give you that information, but I'm here to say, what happened happened. I whatever and what I did in it, I apologize, but you know, I'm not gonna look back. We're gonna move forward. And I remember after the conversation that when we were leaving, his eyes lit up when he seen what I was driving, which is an old Chevy Avalanche, but it's my pickup truck. This is another story in itself. Um, he said, "You driving that? Because it looks really good at night. During the day." I said, "Yeah." You know, um, you could see he was proud. He was proud of me. Now, this was a couple of years ago. Um, we have to. I had to understand that you had to look for the little things out of certain folks. That's the same thing as them saying, "I'm proud of you." You know, and like you said, Fifi. Well, I think it's Fifi. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, the big dogs in the house. African dreaming. Hey, hey, welcome to the chat. Um, but like said, we have to look for the little things, especially out of our old school family, and that's the same thing as them saying, "Hey, I'm proud of you. Good job." That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And that's why I do what I do, and I find enjoyment in it because again, I was the quiet one. I was the one that didn't say anything, and I was actually prevented because I remember, and I asked my parents years later, the reason why we taught you that way is because I knew there was you the strength in you. You could hurt someone because see, I was taught never start a fight, but if you got no other choice, handle your business. And I remember, I remember one fight, and I got suspended, and I followed all the rules. Even tried to walk away, got smacked in the head and on the whole 9 yards. And I had to listen to what my father said. He said, "Because if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to whoop you. You know what?" And I remember when I had to come home and tell my father that I got suspended. He said, "Did you start the fight?" "No, sir." "Did you try everything you could to get out of the fight or get away?" "Yes, sir." "So you must have been cornered." "Yes, sir." "Did you handle your business?" "I beat the living bejesus out of him." He said, "Okay, that's all I need to know." And I never got in trouble. And I followed those rules. I followed those rules, but it kind of, it's funny how when you're in that fight and you're talking to that person, like, "Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?" You're beating the piss out of them. And then they realize that I should have left them alone. It's so funny because word got out. I don't know. I got left alone after that. You know what I mean? you know, and that's that's the crazy part. Word got out. Look, y'all need to yo. He crazy. And that's how I kind of live my life now. Look, I'm been it. I'm not in it. Leave me out of it. I'm gonna be over here. And that's why even like we go back to one of the original stories that started it is I got these armaments, but I don't want to hurt nobody until you push me in the corner. Then we got a problem. But it's all good. It's all good. I rather be in the yard with my little you know machines or whatever and trimmers and whatever and finding peace in that and having my low carb beer. Yes, yes, I do drink low carb beer. It's funny. Yeah, you drink low carb beer, but you have enough beer. Enough of that low carb beer is gonna make that low carb beer regular beer. That just came to my head. Enough of that low carb. You drink enough of that low carb beer, it's gonna, it's gonna be a regular beer. Oh boy. Good morning. Good morning. Unfortunately, I'm about to shut it down. I'm gonna keep to my word, and my word is that I'm just gonna do an hour, so I can have more goofy stories for the next time. Because I'm working on my stories of my trucking life and my lawn destruction life and my daily life. uh, but we gonna see now. I got the giggles. I'm gonna start coughing because my asthma's gonna get kicked in. But morning, Dre Lachey. I appreciate you stopping by. I got the heavy hitters coming in. Dre Lachey and African Dreaming. Don't hurt the harvest. And Mike's Chaotic Garden. I got even a brother from from Australia up in the house. Good day, mate. Oh man, it's like driving down the twilight zone on this road, though, boy. Alabama, they don't like to have the lights. I don't know what the heck. They don't like to have the lights around here. Like what the heck is going on? But before I go, I'll just say you gonna say, look, especially in these YouTube streets, just be yourself. Don't let nobody don't let nobody knock you down. Just do you, be you. There's always that block button. You know what I mean? You don't have to say nothing back to them. Um, well, I'm gonna start going, and I'm gonna make all y'all moderators. Well, I can't do it right now. I'm driving. You know what I mean? But uh, you know, um, be yourself. Be encouraged. Know that someone is proud of you. I'm proud of you. You guys grow. It might not mean nothing to you, but it means something to me to say that I'm proud of y'all. Y'all growing, y'all doing your thing, you're making your videos, you're being a positive role model. The reason I'm saying that is even though I'm in mid 50s, you're being a positive role model to me. I emulate the good things that I see from people. You know what I mean? Those good things. Again, I hit a button and knocked it out. Those good things are what makes your channel great. Keep being great. Keep moving forward. Keep being that positive role model that you don't realize that somebody probably had a bad day. No one said nothing nice to them. They come to your channel and they hear positivity. They hear knowledge. They hear strength. Drayla say, keep being positive. Keep that stuff out there. Keep doing what you do because someone, like they say on TikTok, I don't know who needs to hear this. It's the same thing. I don't know who needs to hear this, but keep moving forward. Stay on they say, the Bible says, put on the full armor of God. What people don't know is that armor ain't gonna be shiny. The ones that have been out here for a while, that armor's beat to piss, and it's dull and got holes in it, or because from people trying to shoot at you and do you like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving forward. Like, hey, I have to. It's my job as a truck driver. For me to do my job, I have to keep moving forward. Sometimes I gotta go back. That's the back end of the dock to pick up something. Hello, somebody, to take it to keep moving forward. Sometimes you might have to back up a few steps, like what Miss V. She had to back up a few steps, but look, she's getting blessed with the other channel. You gotta keep on to pick up some and move forward. A lot of these other channels, they're picking you up and moving you, grabbing you and moving you forward. Weightlifting geek, Miss T with the T, African Dreaming, what's the name? The brother over there in California, Big Rooster. They are being such positive role models that you can't help it when it comes up on your thing that they're online. Say, hey, oh, well, let me see what's happening over there. Be that person when people see that you're hitting it, that when the light comes on, you're talking about how am I gonna go to my channel? Be that person when the light comes on, people saying, hey, so and so's online, let me see what's going on. Be that person. And if I say anything else, God loves you and I love you too. God bless, peace, and chicken grease. Good night. I'm heading towards the house, at least for one night. I might make me a video too. Talk to y'all tomorrow.